himself a perfectly placed assist.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
For Cleveland, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
For the Cavaliers, Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith. That one is no good. Love. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them. And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Now the dish to Fry. Elbow shot is on the way. And again, it's Cleveland.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Hacked on the shot, and he'll have 3 chances at the line. That's on LeBron James. For Zeta Vida, they have made just 1 free throw in this one, and a lot of misses beginning to pile up. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Cleveland leading by 4. Here's Dellavedova. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. For 3, Fry can't hit. And here's the break. Shoots. Zubcic banked in off the glass. 7 points in the game.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Ripped away. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. James White, he's checked in for Zeta Vida. Here's Dellavedova. 12 points for him. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Fry. It's hauled in by Zeta Vida. 1:25 left in the third. Here's White. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
The Cavaliers trailing. The drive by James. That's good. LeBron's got 21. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan. This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Smith checked in for James. .30 seconds left in the third quarter. Smith for 3. That's good. Smith's got 7. Now Zeta Vida with it. A 2-point game. Zubcic. Another 3 for Zeta Vida.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Dellavedova. Second chance shot, and the layup good by Smith. He's got 9.
Good look. He'll make that.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. So it's the Cavaliers now. They lead by 1. There's the pass to Shumpert. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Irving attacking. And it falls over the rim and in.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Bobic covered by Smith. And the rejection by Smith. And now Love pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Good. And now a 5-point Cavalier lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Cleveland leading by 4, pushing it up. No luck.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Excellent defense there from Smith. Cleveland with the ball. Here's Shumpert. Finished off the break. Shumpert's got 6 points in the quarter.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Luka Babic.
Now here's Irving. He's covered closely, and Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in. Out to the right wing. Love kicks to Thompson. Pullen. He's covered by Irving. That evens the score.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And that one's good. 23 points for LeBron.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. On the wing, Thompson. It's picked off. To the paint, here's White. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Zeta Vida.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Another 3 for Zeta Vida.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
Zeta Vida leading by 3. Here's Pullen. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's Thompson, and he slams it one-handed.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
1:58 left in the 4th. Here's White. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 20 points for Kyrie Irving.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And stolen by Love. Here's Smith. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Smith's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. And Cedevita calls time here.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Bobic, and he dunks it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Oh, my! He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
It's LeBron with the drive. Cannot hit. So Cedevita will take it the other way. Here's Poland. They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Love. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Love.
2 points, Curry.
Here's Arapovic. Another three for Cedevita.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. It's going good for you. Work it until it stops.
1:07 left to play here in the fourth. From deep, James.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's White. Another three for Cedevita.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
White's gone 3 for 8 from the arc. 9 points coming on the three ball. Good.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Arapovic gets the three-pointer to fall. And Cedevita leads by 11.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound. Yeah, might as well tack on a few more points to the lead, I guess. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
That's the right word for it, Greg. Dominant. This one was as one-sided as we've seen in a while.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's hauled in by Fry. Cleveland with the ball.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Guys, what's your take?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts if late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
So Cedevita wins it.